Welcome back to The Experience. Today my guest is Shawn Oddo, even though I said it wrong. Oddo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, second time, bro.
Tight, dude.
Second time, bro. Well, thank you for coming back.
Dude, thanks for having me back, man.
Episode 42, bro.
Nice.
You were episode 20, Valhalla. What's everything been going like in your life?
Everything's been going crazy.
Because you were currently building the space that you're in now. So now you're in it. So what's it been like for you? How many months has it been open?
We've been in a new spot for a year this month.
Fire.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I know.
Time fucking flies.
Dude,
bro.
I told you, man, the first time we did it was like 11 months ago, and I was like, just between you and me, I was like, fuck, my life was totally different back then. Like I was still in like the middle of my divorce.
Right. And you were prepping for a show that you won the
Yeah,
overall.
yeah.
What contest was that?
It was a Porter Classic in Beaumont. Yeah.
Coach yourself and everything, correct?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah. I was still renting this little shitbag 900 square foot house.
Right.
Was still at the old location for the gym.
Yep.
Now like divorce is settled.
Yep.
Got my own house, new building for the gym.
You bought a house or did you?
Yeah, I bought a house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because Kurt said it's around his area, huh?
No, so that's where the house I was renting was.
Ah,
yeah.
shit.
I was trying to stay in that area because that's where I grew up.
For sure.
And like my aunt and all them over there. But it just,
Where you at now?
so I'm right past David Drive off of West Napoleon, in between West Napoleon and West Metairie. And what's crazy is because legit every week I find out that like in that little square between West Napoleon and West Metairie and David Drive and Roosevelt, they need to rename that area like the Valhalla subdivision.
Oh, dude.
There's so many fucking gym members that live. I actually live across the street from a guy that used to be a member.
How like as far as like the location where you're at, like is it Elmwood? Right? Or like what location?
The gym?
Yes.
Yeah, the gym's still in Elmwood.
There's a lot of people that I cut that are like, dude, I just need to get a place like right by the fucking gym so I can walk to it. And I'm like, well, it's not that far away if you live in Metairie.
It's really not.
No,
I mean, I got people that come from the West Bank, Laplace, Chalmette. Yeah, I got people that come from all over.
How many members do you have now, man? Because I know we talked a while back. You were like, just hoping to get this amount of members, and then like you exceeded that. So like,
yeah, I think right now I'm like a little over 560, which is nutty because when we first started, I knew because it was going to be a niche gym. I always said, I was like, man, like I'm never going to be that gym that has like 600 members. I'm like, because.
Well, why is that?
Just it's
because I know you've been a part of all the gyms, like we talked about in the first episode. It's like you've grown up in all these different facilities, and you wanted to create your own, which you have, but like just you didn't want it to get like too big, or like
I just didn't think it was gonna be like I didn't think that there was I knew that there was enough people that would appreciate what I had to sustain it and be able to like sustain my life.
Yeah, but
I didn't think that there was gonna be that many people that were gonna
embrace
like the message and what it was about and the rigidity of it.
Plus, like, because I know you always used to talk back in the day about like the commercial gyms and like, you think maybe it's because of like you've worked for so many of these different commercial places that you're like, oh well, once they get like a certain amount of people, they lose the lust or they, like lose the focus on like why they started the place.
Well, dude, it's almost like a puppy mill. Like they'll stick as many people in there.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a shit. Like that's what blows my fucking mind is because like these corporate gyms have, 5 times the membership base I do.
For sure.
But they got like 6 and 7 machines broken at a time for months at a time.
Yeah.
And like when I get a machine broken, I fix it as quickly as I possibly can. I'm like, you assholes have like 10 times the amount of money I do.
Yeah.
Like, how do y'all have shit that's broken?
And like most of theirs is like generic equipment where like we were just talking about earlier before the pod, like most of your stuff is custom built, correct?
Yeah. Well, it's either custom built, but it's all hand picked.
Correct.
It's all shit that I've used or shit that I've researched or whatever. It's.
I always felt like it was custom. I was like, I ain't seen one of these.
Yeah, it's because most of the shit they don't make anymore. But like so many people, it's funny to me because your main product that you're offering with the gym is the equipment. So like you got people out there that buy equipment not knowing shit about what they're buying,
right?
Whether it's worth a shit, whether if there's something better or whatever. But it's like there's all this shit out there y'all don't even know about that's like 10 times better than the shit you're buying and it's cheaper. So dude, like, what are you doing?
I still remember the shoulder thing on the wall. What was that? And to me, I was like, dude, I can't believe this thing's real.
So I actually, that came from Lithuania. I actually sold that one because a guy that I became friends with that actually does make custom equipment. He has a plate loader version that I really like. That I'm ending up ordering one from him.
No shit. And is it coming from the same place or?
No, this guy's based out of Tennessee. It's all Raw Motive Works.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's it feel like to like reach that goal in under, is it 6 years or a little over 6? Like at this point, from the moment you started the first Valhalla to now, Valhalla 2.0.
It's been 6 years in May. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's like I stay so busy. It's kind of hard sometimes to like sit down and really like soak everything in.
Yeah, now you don't even get a chance to sit down unless like you're doing something like this or fucking time to go to bed.
Fuck no, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
But I'm getting better about it, and actually like my girlfriend's really good about like kind of kicking me in the ass and making me appreciate everything that's happened. But it's just crazy, dude. It's crazy.
It's a balancing act, man.
Oh, dude, balance is huge. I mean, that's why I got like the first 4 years of gym, I was so fucked up was because I had no balance in my life. Balance is huge, dude.
How has that been going for you now? Because like obviously you're in prep again, you're doing your own prep, you're doing all your own training. Like what like you have like some methods or like how did you figure that out? Because I mean you're busy.
Yeah, like I had like 5 or 6 different, because I mean I've been competing since 01, so I had like 5 or 6 different prep coaches. So just kind of paying attention to like the shit that would work and the shit that didn't work. And my body is so stubborn, dude. Like it's and that's really honestly why I don't have a prep coach anymore. So my last prep coach was Matt Porter. He was amazing. Awesome coach. I worked with him for 3 years. Like, and every year I would learn my body more to where I was able to kind of offer more input. Yeah. To like the last year we worked together, it was probably like 50-50. And then I really felt like I could prep myself. And he was totally supportive of that. He's like, dude, you're smart. You know, you learned about your body. Like, you know, if you need help, just call me, like, you know, bounce some stuff off me, whatever. I said, but I totally feel like you can. Yeah. And so I prepped myself for the first time in 2016, and I won my class in that show. And then that was it. That was kind of like it for me in terms of knowing what my body needed, and then doing it every year after that. I just kind of learned more and more and found more stuff that worked and worked better and knew how hard I could push my body. Right. And there's nobody that's going to push my body as hard as I am. No one's going to diet me as hard as I'm going to diet myself. No one's going to push my cardio like just no one's going to do it. Right. You know? Right. They don't really have that old school mentality anymore of like really suffering during your prep. Everybody wants to like prep as easy as you possibly can, which is why most people don't come into shape that competitors used to. Yeah. And it's so like I don't. Well, it's a different level. To that. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that shit. Like it's a prep. It's supposed to be hard. It's not supposed to be easy. At some point, you have to get fucking uncomfortable. Yep. I don't have a problem doing that. Yep. I'm not going to pay a coach that's not going to push me as hard as I'm going to push me.
Well, not only that, it's like you already know like you got to go to a certain place, right? And like how did you get there? Because like ever since I met you, dude, you've been having that mentality. So like where did you find that? Because I know we talked about like being big when we were little and all that shit. Like where did you get like that mentality of like all in?
I mean, I think it kind of, I don't know, man. I think it was part of like how I was raised and coming up, and like nothing really. And that's what I tell people all the time. Like a lot of people like congratulate me on what I've done, like business wise or bodybuilding wise. And like, and I really, you know, it's not me being humble. It's really like, I tell people like, I'm not a fucking superhero. Like I'm really not special. I'm really not that fucking smart. Cause nothing's ever come easy to me. Like there's never been anything I've done in my life that was easy. Right. So coming up, growing up, playing sports, you know, getting picked last on the team,
being a center in football, like you told, like me,
getting picked last on the team in grammar school because like you're not athletic at all. Like nothing came easy. So from even from a young age, I just learned, like, if you want to do shit, dude, like, you're not spectacular or anything. So you got to go all fucking in on whatever it is you want to do.
Harder than everybody.
Right. Yeah. Way harder.
Yeah. Like, you're going to be there first, leave last.
Yeah.
Put more work in.
Exactly. And like, so you can do what you want to do, but that's how you got to do it. So,
yeah, bro.
So yeah, it's really been like that. Like, even bodybuilding doesn't come easy to me. I mean, if I wanted to be on my 600-pound life next month, I could.
Yeah.
Without trying. But to get in shape for a bodybuilding show, I gotta die for 6 months.
Right. And that's what we talked about earlier. Like, you said, what, 24-week prep? Yeah. And I mean, to most, other coaches would be like, oh, dude, depending on, I guess, where you're coming in at, if you're coming in like a little fat, depending on the drugs, like, you might get somebody in shape in 3 to 4 months, but that's a lot of gear. Whereas you take like a longer, low and slow approach. Yeah.
Yeah. It's genetics.
Yeah, because like you said, your body doesn't respond well to certain shit, and you have to like.
It responds really good to putting on fat. That's what it responds.
Dude,
to.
I mean, same, dude. Even now, like, as old as I am, I'm like, man, I would have thought like I would have had a different metabolism because I've conditioned the body. Right. But it's like, nah, dude. As soon as I fucking veer off track, I can go right to the trouble shuffle.
Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt, I mean, but that, I'm thankful for shit not being easy for me, because I feel like the only reason I've attained any of the shit that I have in life is because I've had to go all in.
Yeah. Well, I'll say that to me, just watching from the outside looking in since day one, is that you fucking have always stuck to your beliefs, stuck to your guns. And it's like you said, I'm not a superhero. I'm not this, I'm not that. It's like, no, dude, you just like believed in like your beliefs, and like, quite frankly, a lot of other people believe in that too. And you just like stuck to, like, you still do, man. Like, you're raw, you're real, you say it how it is. And it's just like, you don't sugarcoat shit. And like, I don't even feel like there's like many people like that now.
Well, no, I mean, and I think that comes from part of like they're trying to demasculinize men and all of that shit. But, we dote on people nowadays because they're real and they're honest and they stand by their shit. But like, dude, fuck, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, there wasn't anything special about that. Like, that was expected.
Right.
So I was lucky in the fact that I had like a real old school upbringing to where I don't really know any other way. Like, to me, if you don't stand by your shit, like, if you don't believe in something and you're not willing to stand up for it and stand by it,
being a man of your word.
What the fuck are you worth? I mean, you're not worth shit. Well,
nowadays, nobody's fucking, like, people tell you shit, and it's like they're not really being serious. It's like they tell you what you want to hear, and I'm like, dude, if I told you I'm doing it, I'm doing it. If I can't, I'm gonna tell you, like, I probably can't make it or whatever. Like, I try to be a man of my word, or I don't, because like you said, dude, there's only so much like you could live by like that, and I don't know, man. It kind of pisses me off.
Well, but it's like people don't want to stand up for what they believe because, part of the problem is I don't think people understand how to like have productive conversation anymore. Right. So like, you can stand up for what you believe in, and I may not believe in it, but like, you can do it in a way to where it's like you're not trying to offend the other person. Yeah. Like, dude, this is what I believe. Yes. You don't have to believe it.
Right.
I'm just telling you what I believe. And like, you don't agree. That's cool. That's all good. I'm not trying to make you believe my shit. I don't believe what you believe. You're like, okay, whatever.
Everybody gets their feelings hurt. Instead of like being open-minded, but like, all right, well, me and Shawn are having like, we don't believe in the same shit, but I wonder why he thinks like that. And that's where I start picking the brain, because I'm learning, and I'm like, I didn't think of that. And that's what I feel like a lot of people are just like closed off. They're like, oh, my way or the highway. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, dude, like, you didn't even hear what I had to say. What if, like, your way probably is better, but like, would you think about like your new diet? It's like you're taking a different approach, because you've always evolved with your dieting and your training. It's like, now you have like a new method. And that's why I was asking. I was like, damn, dude, like, you're constantly, to me, you're constantly evolving, but like staying true to your roots, which is fucking badass.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, everything in terms of like how you do business or how you are as a person, or how you do anything, like, you can't, you gotta grow, dude.
Well, yeah, the funny thing is, like, you have a degree in nutrition, right? But you don't have a business degree, right?
No.
Yeah, so it's like, but you're running your fucking business better than, like, I would say like 85% of the population. And like, what do you think it's from like that same old school mentality, or do you think like, Because to me, dude, you're a very successful business person. I mean, just from day one. Do you think it's because of that? Or I know you said you've had a lot of fumbles along the way, a lot of fuck ups. You lost a lot of shit, a lot of sacrifice. But like, have you figured out that balance of like the gym, your life?
Yeah,
prep?
yeah. So and that was part of growing too, is learning how to be. You know, I didn't. My life was one dimensional. It was just a gym, and that's not what I wanted. So it's like, okay, if that's not what you want, then you have to admit that you're fucking up. What you're doing is wrong, and you have to find out a way to do it better. You have to find out a way to grow as a person, learn how to adapt and change to accommodate the shit that you want. So I wanted a life outside of the gym. I wanted a relationship. You know,
Right.
I wanted to share life and life experience with somebody.
Right.
And I'm like,
Right.
okay, so doing the shit that I did
Wasn't
is not going to cultivate that.
right.
You know?
And that was from probably like that one way of thinking, how you kind of, you know, lived, and then you started seeing other avenues, and you're like, well, fuck, man, maybe I can like take a day off. Like now you're doing your split.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn,
yeah.
I thought he was gonna tell me he's going 7 days a week because I know you're in prep.
No,
yeah.
dude.
So like, that's making me go, okay, I need to reprioritize my training schedule because maybe I'm going crazy. You know, like, but it's that fucking all, you know, all or nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, business wise, really, it I think it comes down to a couple things. I think one, it's when you believe in something and you feel that there's a right way to operate and to what to do, like you walk the line. I think so many people get into business or try and do something business wise, and they have this idea what they believe in or what they want to do, and it doesn't take off the way that they think it does at first, which no business does. So then they want to change.
Yeah.
And they want to do it a different way, but they don't really believe in the way they're doing it.
Yeah, they're changing up what they originally wanted to do. So they lose themselves.
Yeah, and you're not going to go all in on something that you don't fully believe in.
No, dude.
So I really think the only reason the gym has done what it's done and why I've achieved any level of success business-wise is because, like, I've kept it in terms of what I believe is the way to do it.
100%.
I mean, that's
like
it.
Like to the point to where, like, if you're not wiping off your fucking equipment, you're out.
Right.
And dude,
right.
I loved that since day one, because no matter how many places I've been, how many gyms I go to, it's like, dude, nothing's worse than like not picking up after your fucking weights.
I hate
especially
that.
like
I hate not picking up the weights.
Yeah, especially like a dickhead
worse.
that's trying to squat 600. And I was like, oh, that's cute. You did all that, but like, why did you leave that there for somebody else? Especially if it's like a girl coming after you. I mean, even me, like, I don't want to pick up fucking 1245s. Like,
no,
I got my own shit to carry, bro. Like, I'm carrying my weight, you know, for myself, and that's just laziness. So I always loved the, what do you call it, the wall,
the membership graveyard.
Yeah. It's at the new spot too, right?
Oh, yeah,
it's a bigger fucking wall.
Well, yeah. Well, I actually added a special little touch because there's I found like these little axes that they make, and they're actually sharp as shit. So now I have one like in the middle of each application,
dude.
like holding them up there. Yeah. So we added like a new little touch to it.
Has that grown since you opened a new location, or like, or people? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because everybody wants to, you know, everybody that I've talked to, like everybody, you know, thinks it's amazing, right? But then I don't think they understand, like, except for the true members that are still there, it's like they don't understand like your thought process. It's like you're not being an asshole, you're just being real. It's your belief system. And some people, they're like, oh man, well, you know, he kicked me out because of this. And it's like, well, dude, I used to see you in there and like you were fucking talking,
right?
And like not even talking, like you were annoying.
Well, dude, the thing is, man, there's, and I tell people this, like, there's not a single person that's on that wall that hasn't been kicked out, like, for dumb shit.
That's what I'm saying.
And I tell people, I'm like, look, you really got to fuck up, to get kicked out.
Yeah.
And like everyone on there just did like really, really dumb shit that, dude, anyone with a slight amount of common sense,
right? I remember the first like couple on that first wall, dude. When I first saw the first contract, I was like, "Holy shit, he was serious."
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I knew that, but it was just like, damn. And then you just started seeing them one by one, and I was like, but I feel like that's kind of kept your gym wholesome, like how you wanted to develop it in the first place. There's no like fuckery in there.
No, I mean, you're gonna get it here and there, dude. Like it's impossible to completely eliminate it, but for the most part, I mean, I'm satisfied with I mean, it could always be better.
Right.
But I'm satisfied with how shit is. It's not to where it's like keeping me up at night and shit, you know?
Well,
but my thing is, I'm to a point now where it's like, okay, so we've been open for 6 years. We got people that have been there, you know, since the beginning. I can't be there 24/7.
It's hard, man.
So here's the thing. If you take any remote type of pride in the gym and you want the gym a certain way and you see people doing dumb shit and you don't fucking call them out, well, then you don't have a right to bitch about anything. So like, story, I had a guy post a picture. This was at the old location of a guy using like a tripod.
Yeah.
In the dumbbell area.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and the dumbbell area gets packed. So I'm like, and I didn't know anything about it. And so on the comments, people would talk about how like it was an issue. And I'm like, why the fuck?
The members.
Yeah. I'm like, why the fuck haven't I heard about this? Like, why is no one telling me this? So I got pissed first that no one said anything. And then second, I was like, okay, if y'all saw this shit happening and didn't say anything to correct it, but you're going to go online and bitch about it, I'm like, y'all can't bitch.
Yeah.
Like if you're not going to be proactive and fix the shit, you don't have a right to bitch. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I'm like when I'm there, there's never an issue when I'm there. And I'm like, dude, I can't be here 24/7. If y'all see some shit going down that's not right, either do something about it or don't bitch about it.
Or at least come tell you and say, hey,
Right.
dude, like, you know, I don't want to be that guy that's like telling this motherfucker something, but like they've been, you know, putting a tripod in this area.
Right.
You know,
and that's
attention.
fine. Like if they tell me, but don't be silent.
Yeah.
And then bitch about it on the side. Like, no, dude.
Yeah, because that holds resentments and then everybody gets all pissy.
Well, but that's part of what the fuck is wrong with society today is everybody 100%. Wants to bitch about shit they don't like, but then when it comes time to like resisting the fucked up shit going on or trying to correct the fucked up shit going on, no one wants to say anything. I'm like, well, okay, well, don't bitch about it then.
Yeah.
You ain't going to do anything to fix the problem.
Yep.
Shut the fuck up.
Yep.
I mean,
standing up for yourself. I mean, just fucking saying what you got to say, honestly.
Yeah. Like that's just common sense to me.
I know, dude. That's what I always loved about you. I mean, I feel like I told you, I started doing that more for myself now. But I mean, a lot of people just don't have that in them, man. Whether it's they're afraid of like the outcome or like they're, you know, I was always afraid to hurt people's feelings, and then I realized I'm getting my feelings hurt by not saying nothing.
Oh yeah,
like,
it's totally affecting you.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Dude, it's my whole life, and learning all the stuff I learned through recovery, I was like, dude, I need to like start, because I'm thinking it. I mean, I'm really thinking it, especially like when you make posts and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, like that's the type of shit that I'm talking about. But in my head, I'm like, how the fuck am I going to like tell this person? Because everybody, I guess that's what I wanted to, you know, caveat back to earlier is that people don't like to hear like shit about them, or they don't want to hear the truth because people just can't handle it. Oh, I'll tell Shawn this and tell Shawn that. But if Shawn told you something about yourself, you're going to be acting like a little bitch. And that's what I feel like people are like these days, you know, constructive criticism.
Yeah. And, you know, and I actually made a post about that because, and it was about why people don't like Valhalla. And it really has nothing to do with Valhalla.
Right.
It's because, so when you come to Valhalla, okay, it's hot. We got fans. It's tolerable. When you're there long enough, you get used to it. I have like mostly iron plates, machines that like don't have shit tons of pulleys, so like you can't do the whole stack on a lot of shit.
Right.
Lots of people there in shape. They train hard. So you walk into Valhalla and it's like a dose of reality. So like you can sit in a corporate gym with your friends and you can tell yourself you're a bad motherfucker. You can tell yourself you're a stud and you're this and that and you train hard and like you can handle hard shit and blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you come somewhere that's going to really like bring out the truth of the situation. And then you can't lie to yourself. Then you're like, oh man, like I don't train as hard as I thought I did. Like I'm not as tough as I thought I was. I didn't look as good as I thought I was. And then, so that's why you don't like going to Valhalla, because you can't lie to yourself there.
You can't handle it.
Right. You can go someplace else and you can tell yourself whatever little bullshit fairy tale fables you want to tell yourself about yourself. Dude. But you come there and you can't. Like you're going to really find out.
Everybody's going to see it.
Yeah. You're going to find out what the fuck you're made of. You're going to find out how good or how shitty you look, or how good or how shitty you really train.
Right.
And some people lie to themselves
right.
on a daily basis, and they don't really want to know the truth.
Yeah.
So they'll sit there and say, fuck Valhalla, and, oh, that dude's an asshole, and I don't want to go there, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, yeah, but it's not really because of that place. It's because you feed yourself a lot of bullshit about who you're really not. You know?
Well, and I think the misconception of that, because I've been knowing you a long time, and it's like when I hear shit talking, because most people you're misunderstood. It's like, if you really knew Shawn and what he stood for, apparently you haven't been paying attention, is that was a place created for everybody to fucking make, to dig out that little bitch that's inside of all of us.
Yep.
And like become the best version of yourself. Like we were talking to Chris about in the other room, it's like, dude, it's like he built this place for everybody that wants, like, if you're going to come in here and put in the fucking work, this is for you. This place is for you.
Yep.
You know, no bitching, no complaining, just put in the work. And like, you know, he did his first week on his little diet, and dude, he stuck to everything 100%. You know, I'm texting him every day, you know, coaching and making sure. And he was like, oh, dude, you know, like, I don't know if I'd be able to like go there. And like, you know, he would say this, like, you know, just talking. And I'm like, dude, honestly, like, you're the type of person Shawn wants in the fucking gym because like you stuck to, you know, like you didn't quit, you know, like you're gonna become something out of this, man. And that's to me, I try to like spread the message for you when I can, because it's like, you know, looks can be deceiving, you know what I'm saying? But they really don't know. Just like you're still doing like is it the fundraisers that you do for like the kids? Like
we just had one this month. Angel's Place was doing like school supply drive.
Nice.
So we did.
People don't know that about you.
Yeah, so we did fundraisers for that.
Yeah, like you give a lot back, and I've noticed you've had a lot of like big names come through there, right? Like as far as is it mainly like, what is it, workshops? Like what is that, like when you have like other competitors come in there from like other places, or is it?
So I know we've done like a couple NPC seminars there, posing clinics. I mean, I'm really open to anybody that wants to come through and do anything. Like, I mean, I'm always there to help people. Do whatever. You know,
that's the other thing people don't know about you that don't know you. And,
well, dude, it's like the thing is so, you know, so going back to how my life experience is, how I was raised, and this, that, and the other. It's like doing the hard shit, going through the hard shit that's what makes you better. Like that's what makes you grow.
100%.
You know? So that was, and that transitions into other aspects of your life. Like, so if you can't do the small hard shit, how are you going to do the big hard shit? Like if you can't return your fucking grocery cart to like the little cart area, but you think, so like you can't do that, but you think you have it in you to like become some type of multimillionaire when you're going to open your business, you're fucking lying to yourself. Dude. Like just straight up, like you are. You can't do the small shit right. You can't do the big shit right. That's just how it is. So the whole thing with Valhalla is like, it was supposed to be fucking hard, because you go there, you adapt, you learn how to do the hard shit, and that transitions into like other areas of your life. Like you become willing to do. And it's like subconscious, like you become willing to do the other hard shit. You become willing to get more uncomfortable in other areas of your life, in your relationship, in your work, whatever. And being willing to get uncomfortable in those hard situations just makes you grow in those different aspects. Yeah. And it's like, I preach that shit to people all the time. And that's why I try and talk about all the shit that I've gone through so much. Cause it's like, no, like I'm not blowing smoke up your ass.
Right. Like you didn't write like a new code. This is just like what I've been doing since day one.
Right. Like I'm speaking from experience, and like I'm a regular person. So like this is how fucking life goes. Yeah. You know, get uncomfortable, do the hard shit, and like good shit comes. You will get better. Like you will get more shit in your life. Do the extra work. You will get you know, you will get promoted in your job. You will get raises, like just anything. It doesn't matter. Like put in the extra work, get uncomfortable in your relationship, and you will deepen you and your spouse or your partner's connection, whatever. Right. Like it goes into everything.
Well, yeah, dude, it's like walking through those doors should be the hardest, best part of your day, because that's preparing you for the rest of the world. Because the world ain't fucking nice, man. No. I mean, ain't nobody going to give you shit.
And look, here's another like really stupid, simple, real world example. Okay, so like obviously it's hot as fuck. Like we had like whatever it was 2 weeks ago when it was hot as fuck, you know, sweating and shit. Well, like my baby cousin's championship baseball game was like one Friday night, I think, at the ballpark at like 7 o'clock. Well, I mean, people are out there sweating fucking bullets under umbrellas, fanning themselves. Dude, it felt fucking great. It felt awesome out there. It
actually had a little breeze
I'm
outside.
like, holy shit, man. I'm like, it's like 80 degrees. It feels fucking wonderful.
It's like you've been prepping your body.
Yeah, so it's like you don't realize that, like, when you get conditioned for like the really, really hard shit, no matter what it is, like
everything else is simple.
It's easy. Like making shit happen is easy. Like, so for me, if Valhalla were to like just crumble, close the doors tomorrow, I could go start another business because I've done it. I'm not afraid of the shit and the stress and the bullshit and whatever that comes with opening another business because I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it multiple times every time the gym has had to level up. So people don't realize, like, you get used to doing that extra bit of shit. And that's why people that become super successful and like these multimillionaires just keep getting richer and they keep getting more successful because it compounds.
Yes.
Like the extra uncomfortable hard shit becomes not hard anymore.
Right.
The more you do it.
You're applying the same principles that it took you to get to that first business or second business, and you're just implementing them further.
Yeah.
And, like, you ever read the book or heard of the book called The E-Myth? It's a book about business. It's old as fuck. Well, I'm almost finished it, but that guy said in the beginning, most businesses fail within the first year.
Yeah.
500,000 businesses go out of business every year because they start, like, for instance, like you like working out. Well, it just so happens that your business is a successful gym. But most people that like to bake cakes, they're like, oh, I think I could bake a cake. They open up a fucking cake bakery, but they don't know how to run a business.
Right.
And it seems like it's like, I know in the beginning for you, it's like you've had other businesses before, right? Like, didn't you hit?
I had an apparel company before that, but it was small.
Right.
You know?
So like you going into this is like your baby, and it's like you were all in, and it's like, but you still, like you said, went through all these trials to like make it get to where it's at. And like, that's what people don't know, dude. It's fucking hard. You know, it's like, it's not like, you know, you're not answering to anybody, to yourself, but it's a whole nother level. And so having like a business mindset when you open something that's just half the fucking battle, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be willing to do the hard shit, and people are so scared. They're scared of the hard shit, and they're scared of failing, but they don't realize the more you do it, the easier it becomes and the less you're scared of it. Like, I'm not scared of failing. Like if the doors closed on Valhalla, like, it would suck. But like, I'm not scared of that happening because I know I'm going to do something else.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let it happen.
Right. You're not going to quit.
Fuck no.
They say, I don't know if it was Bruce Lee that said it, but they say the master is the master because he's failed over 1,000 times.
Absolutely.
And I always thought the master never failed. I'm like, well, he's the master. How the fuck can he fail? But failure.
That's why you became a master. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
dude.
It's like starting over. So like when I went through my divorce, I lost everything. I literally had to start over and rebuild my life. And I was out of my mind, scared, stressed, not sleeping, because I'm like, I've never had to rebuild my life over again. I've never lost everything. Like I hadn't been single for over 12 years. I didn't even know how to be by myself.
Right. Were you doing prep during that too?
No.
Well,
okay. I was.
Yeah.
And then when my ex-wife left, obviously I cut prep off because I'm like, this isn't fucking happening,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
But so I went through that. I lost everything. I had to rebuild my life. So I've done it. So like, I wouldn't want to do it again.
For sure.
But I could do it. I've done it once.
Right.
Like, so it's not this big, scary, impossible thing anymore.
Yeah.
And like, that's why I always try and relate the posts I make with the gym to life. Cause it's like, you're like, it's like you want to grab people and shake them.
Yeah, dude.
I'm like, if you do more hard shit, it gets easier. Like, you get better.
It calluses the mind. It calluses the body.
And that's the thing. It really doesn't get easier. You just get better. Like, opening up a business is hard.
Yeah, for sure.
The first one or the 10th one, it's fucking hard.
Yeah.
You just get better at it.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Because the bigger it gets, the more problems.
Exactly.
Right? Like, it's like, all right, well, now I got 580 members. Well, now I got more shit to worry about. That's more, more chances of shit breaking, more chances of people not following the fucking rules.
Yep.
Just like with the AC at the first one. One of the main reasons you took it away, right? Because people was abusing it. Yeah. I mean, it's just like, all right, well, you fuckers want to abuse it, then I'm going to get rid of it. Right. And I thought that was the shit because people just don't respect shit, man, because it's not theirs.
It's not theirs.
And it's like, if it was theirs, they would be turning a bitch on 78 when they leave.
Right.
You know, making sure yeah, dude. So it's just, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of people just don't take pride in shit anymore. And that comes in like all aspects, like people that work at a fucking restaurant, fast food, their jobs. It's weird, man. It's like, I guess if they're not taking pride in themselves, like how are they like with other people? You know, I don't know. I try to do everything to the best of my ability.
Well, you have to. I mean, if you're not going to do it the best you can do it, it's not worth doing.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't do it.
Yeah.
Like, don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Like, do it 100% or don't fucking do it.
Yeah, dude. That's what I got from the moment when you were talking in the beginning. I'm like, damn, dude, he's right about all that. You know, but that's not I don't know. It's strange times, man.
Well, I saw it in the fitness industry because I was involved in the fitness industry so long, and that's why I got out of personal training, was because I was more invested in it than my clients were.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, dude, I can't want this more than you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, you know, I don't care that you're paying me. It's still wasting it's wasting my energy.
Well, yeah, and the only person you're letting down is themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like, yeah, is it gonna suck if you don't stick to your diet and you're fucking cheap? But dude, you're not hurting me, you're hurting yourself, you know? And I don't know, man. I think it's like that mentality, you know.
But that's an energy thing, and that's what I learned is like going through all the shit that I've gone through and where I'm at in my life now. It's like if something doesn't, I don't want to be around shit that doesn't match the energy that I have or the type of energy that I want. You know,
yeah,
that's
well,
why
you got a lot of output, bro. So
well, yeah. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. You've attracted that.
Right.
Do you feel like since you've opened, you've attracted more people like you?
Oh yeah. Without a doubt. And I mean, you know, you're gonna get. That's why we have the trial membership, because there's gonna be people that like don't fit in. There's gonna be people that think they're about it, but they're not 100% about it. But that's the biggest thing there is the culture. Like people don't realize. Like I'm a big believer in energy and the law of attraction and all that stuff. And when you're in an area surrounded by people that share the same energy, that all want the same thing.
Yes.
Like, dude,
same goals.
Like you're all subconsciously feeding off of each other, you know, and that's the biggest thing one of the biggest things about Valhalla is the culture. The culture is huge, dude. It's the environment, you know. You've
created a fucking really big, great culture.
Dude, I probably, it was probably 2 months ago. Dude, we had like a mass exodus from Club 4 where people were leaving Club 4. Mm-hmm. They were basically leaving 65-degree air-conditioned gym, paying $10 a month,
right,
to come to a place that had no air condition that was 6 times the membership.
What do you think happened?
They all said the same thing. It was the environment. The environment sucks. The people suck. No one's there seriously training. Everyone's just there talking, bullshitting, like they can't get a good workout.
And they're not learning anything, dude. Because believe it or not, at your gym, whether they go early in the morning, late at night, all of my guys that I cut that are like, you know, the young guys, like guys that I've sent over there, I've just seen like their mentalities change in like all aspects of their life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Like you're creating that, dude. That's
well, and that was the point. The point is like, look, this is not just about looking better. It's not just about getting stronger. Like the whole thing was to make people better in everything. Like if like the gym was built around a mindset, and if you can embrace and really dig into that mindset, like, dude, that transfers out to other shit. Like it's not just about
change your whole life.
That's like one of the things I say when I say people, like one of the quotes that I love is like, people say, you know, what are you training so hard for? And it's like, life, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Like I'm not in the gym training hard for me. Like I'm in the gym training hard so like I can be better outside of here.
100%, dude.
You know, like mentally, physically, emotionally.
Well, think about like all the you know, working out itself. It stimulates like stress relief, things like
endorphins,
that.
All that shit,
And like Chris was telling you, it's like, dude, I started feeling better, and like my neck started feeling. He was like, it might be a placebo, but I just feel, you know, like I haven't had as much pain. I'm like, dude, because you're strengthening and callousing your body, and your mind, which, you know, it's crazy, but like I know it sounds nuts, but it's true, you know. And I mean, if you work out, you will probably live longer. I mean, you know, some people fucking die early, but if you're working out hard, you're probably going to live to be 80 or 90 years old, and you probably look good if you keep doing it, you know?
But it's like, okay, like another way to where it transfers out into the real world. Like if you can come in the gym where it's in excess of 100 degrees and you can train for an hour and a half, sweating your ass off, whatever, and you get conditioned to do that, going outside in the middle of the day and cutting your grass, it's not as hard.
No.
It's not as hard as it was. So like other shit gets easier. Like you condition yourself to be better. You condition yourself to be mentally and physically stronger. Other shit like gets easier. And it's like, if I could beat that into fucking people's heads, dude, I'm like, I don't understand.
Well, dude, I think you have. And like I said, because there was like 2 of my little guys that go to you. I just remember like their mentalities. And, you know, a lot of them are into like the powerlifting, right? Yeah. You've had big powerlifting community that goes to your gym. And it's like they have transferred it into like all aspects of their life. But it's funny. It's like sometimes like they'll still say stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm like, you know, they're learning from your gym. They're learning from the community, but I guess everybody's like always learning, right? You know,
well, yeah,
so
you
like,
learn until the day you die.
Yeah, which is what like student of life, right?
Yeah,
and then it's just like, but to see them grow and like how they are now, like 2 years later, I think one of them has been going like a little over 2 years. It's like, man, they switched up like their whole like mindset, and I'm like, dude, that's crazy. Yeah. I didn't know that was gonna happen to them because you know a lot of these guys or these girls that start off at your gym like fresh out of school. They're young, right? So they're learning. And it's like, it's cool to see like their minds getting shaped in a better way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which to me, that's like, dude, that's success right there, dude.
Well, dude, like even with people a little bit older, like you got people paying for like mentorship programs or personal growth programs or whatever. They're paying like hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. And it's like, you got something simple like this, dude. Like you don't understand it. Like not that this would take the place of that, but like, this could plant the seed.
It's a good fucking start.
Yeah, dude. Like this could plant the seed and really like put you on that path.
Yeah.
To like,
well, like that one of your guys that started from at the old gym. I'm not sure if he's still there. He had a lot of weight to lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, is he still like that? Yeah, dude. Yeah. And you said his whole life transformed.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So it's like and dude, what's crazy is it's like it's not like it's rocket science. It's not like you wrote a new book. It's like it's just beliefs that you had to learn, right? Because it's like a mentality you created from like adversity. And it's just like, it's kind of like simple when you think about it, but.
Well, but it's, and I think a lot of it has to do with like stacking small wins. So like, I think people really, they negate the impact of the small wins, but it's like, you know, you think about it, you come there, you train, it's hot. It's, you know, you're sweating your ass off, but you did it. And you're like, shit, like, I just got done training for an hour and a half in an environment that 90% of the people out there aren't strong enough to train in, don't want to train in. Like, that's a win.
Yeah,
100%. And you have the ability to do that every day. You know? I mean, so stacking those small wins, doing your cardio, eating a little bit healthier, getting up early, going to work, going that extra step in your relationship, like all these different like little tiny wins. People don't realize that you literally have evidence every day of how you are or can be better.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, look at the wins, like stack the wins, stack the small fucking wins. Like,
I don't think people see it like that sometimes because they're like, oh man, it's like, wait, Shawn's at the top of this mountain. You have to start here to get there. But like you're saying, it's the little wins.
But it's a win. You get to the top by like, not big wins.
Yeah.
You get to the top by tons of little wins.
Well, yeah, everybody, that's the background part that people don't want to hear or see, right? They're like, well, fuck, how did he get up there? Wait, I had to go through all that. I had to go through that shit? Oh, shit. And then like, they feel defeated before they even start, man.
Yeah, but if you stack those wins and you look at those wins and you keep track of it, every little win is an example to you of what you can achieve.
And it feels
so
good.
It's like, like you go back and you look at like these 50 things that I did. It's proof. This is visual, physical proof to you of what you can do and like what you can achieve.
And then people start realizing like, oh, maybe I can do this or do that. And it's like, yeah, dude, like you're like what I learned from my wrestling coach is like your mind is going to quit on you before your body, right? Yeah. But it's it's the most powerful thing because like your body can go that extra 10 miles, 20 miles, but this is going to defeat you first. So when you learn how to tap into this motherfucker too, you become an animal. I mean, like look, David Goggins is proving that shit, bro. And not only him, dude, just tons of people. I think obviously like there was people doing it before, but like he's inspired a lot of people just like you've done with your gym. And it's like people are starting to like believe in themselves. And like I'm sure you've had a ton of savages that are like doing competitions now and doing shit like they would have never done.
Oh, dude,
like
never.
Two of those guys I'm talking about, my little guys I cut. I mean, one of them, he's like, oh, well, I think I'm gonna start competing in powerlifting. I'm like, damn, bro. Like last year you were talking about like just getting into the gym and now you're like, but that's how like it's like transformed his brain. And that's like a beautiful thing to see because I'm like, wow, like it's disciplined him in other areas. And now it's like he's doing that. And it feels good when you do that. Like when you do a competition, yeah, it might fucking suck when you're on stage and you look your best, but you feel your worst sometimes, but you fucking did it. And that's like a feeling that you can't get from like a drug or you know it's like hard fucking work. I made it here. It took me 24 weeks to get here, 25 weeks. And yeah, to me that's like the best feeling, dude.
The thing that I love the most about Valhalla is having people come there that have been working out for a really long time, that never even entertained the idea of competing in anything. Yeah. No matter what, whatever it is, powerlifting, bodybuilding, sports, whatever. Right. And they come there and they start getting results they haven't really gotten someplace else. But then they're surrounded by all these other people, regular people that are training hard, that they see are doing other shit. And they see them progressing and they see them getting a little bit leaner or a little bit stronger or whatever. And they're like, well, fuck, I'm like, if they can do it, like, why can't I? So then they work a little harder and they get a little more results. And then it's to the point where like they've been there for 6 months, a year, whatever. And it's like,
well, the mindset's changed, right?
Well, fuck, like, I mean, I can get on stage. Like,
yeah, dude.
Like, why can't I?
Yeah.
Like, why can't I do it? You know? And then all of a sudden, then they're on stage. And they may never do it again.
Yeah.
But they did it.
Yeah.
And they did something that they would have never even remotely entertained before just because they got to see, like, what other regular people can do, being surrounded by other regular people that are doing shit. And they're like, well, why can't I do that?
Well, it's like you said earlier, like, I'm not a superhero. I'm a regular guy. And it's like anybody can do it. It's just, is it going to be easy? No.
No.
Is that what you wanted to hear? So yeah, and well, that's the part, man. I feel like everybody wants that instant gratification, dude. I mean, you know, I already know like the answer to this for you because you would have still opened up the gym. But if like you knew like you were gonna like go through all the shit you went through, would you have done it?
Oh,
and yeah. So Steve Harvey, I think, says that it's like if God told you like, you know, for you to get to this goal, you got to go through all these fucking steps, all this shit, all these doors. Would you still do it?
But it'll happen.
Right, but would you still do it?
Yeah.
Because of like, look at how long that journey is, and I would be like, well, yeah, because I still want to maintain. Like, you know, I don't give a shit about all the shit. I'll run through all the fucking doors. Like, I'll just keep running through them until like I'm gonna get to where I'm trying to go, man. Like, failure is like not an option for me. That's just like my mindset because I don't have like a plan B. Or I don't have anybody like
burn the ships, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I don't have anybody fucking like helping me along and being like, oh no, it's gonna be okay. It's like I never had that. Which, you know, you have support, right? Like you have friends, you got close family, shit like that. But it's not like nobody's gonna like help you get there.
No, they're not gonna do it for you.
No, dude. And to me, it's like, you know, I just got myself to rely on, and that's okay because I know if I let myself down, that's okay. But I know I'm not going to. Right. You know, fuck that.
Right. Well, I mean, and it goes back to people being afraid of the hard shit. Like the hard shit, the losses are what is going to make you better. Like when my ex-wife divorced me and when she initially left and I lost everything, like I knew I was like trying to gain perspective and all that. And, you know, I got in a program and all this and I had a couple people I was talking to for like support and all that.
For sure.
And I knew, I was like, as fucked up as this is, I know that this is an opportunity to put me on a path to be the best version of myself to date when I come out on the other end. Yeah, dude. But it's up to me to go through the shit and to do the shit and to do the work.
Yes.
And that's totally what ended up happening. It still sucked. I was still fucked up. There was nothing enjoyable about it.
Yeah.
But on the darkest days and the hardest days, that's what I just kept trying to tell myself and kept trying to hold focus and sight of, is that like, yes, like you feel like life is over and this is just like the worst shit you've ever been through, but just stay focused on where this could lead.
Yeah.
Like stay focused on the path that this could put you on.
Yes, because you had already started that path, and like you can't give up now. Like I mean, like when you opened up the first gym, I was in my road to recovery, dude. So I was like at rock bottom, and like I'm watching you finally like accomplish your dream, and I'm just like, damn, dude, he did it, and he's fucking doing it. And it wasn't even like where it's at now, but like back then, it was just like going like this, and I was like, okay, I could do this. It made me work harder, and it made me like practice everything I was supposed to do, and it made me just like push myself, because you know obviously there's a lot of fucking days where you're like, damn, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, everybody, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, like, that no one, and that's the thing, dude. That's what all like the feel good bullshit on social media is.
Oh yeah,
people think that like there's people out there that are exempt from having days when they want to quit, where they don't want to get up, they don't want to do shit, they want to give up, dude. Everyone goes through that. Myself, the people that whoever looks up to, they go through it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it happens to everybody. So like people get those feelings, and I feel like they're like, oh, well, you know, I don't have what it takes. And it's like, no, dude, that's fucking natural.
Yeah.
Like everyone
you keep talking like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone, there's still days where I want to quit.
Yeah,
I don't.
Yeah.
But like,
well,
there's
you can
still
talk
days
yourself
where
out of anything.
Yeah, like there's still days where I don't want to get out of fucking bed. There's days when I don't want to go to work. There's days when I want to get pissed off and literally burn the gym to the ground. Like, fuck it, I'm done.
Yeah,
but I don't. I mean,
yeah,
and
dude,
that's what matters.
Well, yeah, because at the end of the day, dude, it's like you told me when we were texting the other day, like nothing, you know, worth having comes easy. You know what I mean? And it's like that's true for everything.
Everything.
But it's, you know, if you didn't want to. You know, if you want to quit now or you feel like giving up, then why the fuck did you start? You started for a purpose, you know? So try to remember that.
Yeah.
Because if somebody just handed it to you, it wouldn't be as fucking, you wouldn't be as grateful, or you wouldn't really give a fuck about it. Like, you know, earning that shit, like every blood, sweat, tear, drop, dollar, whatever it is, like I feel like that's the only way you're going to appreciate it.
Well, and you have to understand that to get the best out of something, you have to go through shitty times. So like, you're not going to have the best business. You're not going to have the best relationship. You're not going to be the best person you can be unless you go through hard, shitty stuff. Like if you want to have the best relationship you can possibly have, you need to be ready to have the hard conversations, go through the shitty times, you know, go through the arguments. Like you just have to be willing to do that, because you're not going to have the best relationship possible without that shit happening. Has to. Business, you know, your personal journey, whatever.
Right.
You got to go through the shitty stuff. It's fucking part of it, dude.
But that's where the growth comes, right? What so how?
That's where all the growth comes. The growth. It's like when you train in the gym. Okay, you don't grow in the gym.
No,
you tear your muscles in the gym. You grow when you rest after you go through the tear down process.
Right.
It's the same thing personally, relationships. You don't grow. You know, you grow after the hard shit. You go through the hard shit and everything gets torn down, and then it builds back better. Yeah. After that's how it goes. And communication too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Without doubt.
Yeah, dude. Like, because you know, being open minded to go and be like, oh, you know what? Well, maybe you're right. Maybe I could have like worded that differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and that's a lot of shit. You know, I was always worried about the muscles, right? But then like I wasn't conditioned in this. And so like this last, you know, go around, I was like, why don't you start training your brain? Like my sponsor always says, you know, you're always hitting the fucking gym. Why don't you hit the spiritual gym?
Yeah.
Because if this ain't right,
nope.
I mean, dude, so
everything, mind, heart, everything.
Yeah, like my boy Mac McCall, shout out, mind, body, spirit. And it's like that whole, you need it.
You have to.
Yeah, because we always, at least I used to always think like, oh, dude, as long as I'm going to the gym, I don't give a shit about anything else. But this shit wasn't right. And then I was fucking it up in all aspects of my life. Yep. And it's like, well, you don't really look cool with muscles if you're doing dumb shit. You know, so I've had to like retrain my brain how to, you know, first think with this, you know, and all this happens. Like this is all autopilot, you know, because I put in the work on how to do it.
Right.
But it's like now I feel like I'm 10 times better at it because like this has gotten stronger and smarter and wiser, and it's just, yeah, dude. It's a game changer.
That's having balance within yourself too. So like I'm
still learning.
Mental, emotional, spiritual, physical.
Yes.
Like that all has to be balanced.
Yes.
You can't be out of whack with any of that shit. And a lot of people disregard the importance of all four.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, no, all four, they all teeter off of each other.
Yeah.
Like you can't, you got to be balanced in all of them.
Exactly. Because I wasn't balancing like how I handled shit with people to where like it was causing me to like resent shit. And then I'm like, fuck, man, like, you know, I just need to tell this person something. And like, you know what I mean, dude? It's like, I've gotten to that point in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm not worried about if everybody likes me, because that's what I used to worry about. And then you realize not everybody's gonna fucking like you anyway, no matter how nice you are.
It's funny you posted that. Well, it's funny you said that because I posted a story, I think it was last week, and it said, "Not everybody likes me." ... But not everybody matters.
Yeah, dude. Well, no, because I had that like nice guy syndrome, because like you know, childhood trauma, shit that's happened to you. You think, oh well, you know, you got to be nice to everybody, that way they like you. But you could be like a great person to people, and people are just going to be assholes to you. And I guess I used to worry about that, and it was affecting my life. And now I'm like, you know what? Fuck that, dude. I know I'm a good guy, and I know I mean well, just like you.
Yep.
And you're either going to receive this message in a positive way, you know, and I'll try to explain it to you if you didn't get it. But, you know, maybe one time. But after that, fuck it, dude. You don't like it, fuck you. Dude, it's been a game changer. Like, just relief, stress. I'm like... And I'm getting better at it.
Well, it's living in the present. You know that you're right, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. Like you know that you're right, and you ultimately know if you're operating in a realm of truth and honesty and what's the word I'm looking for? Sincerity.
Like, yeah, like good-heartedness, shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
like
right.
You know that.
Yes.
So if you know that, that's all the happiness you need.
Yeah.
You know, you don't need
and
it validated from someone else. I mean, I have people to this day that will still talk shit about me. Like I'm a piece of shit person based on stuff I did when I was at the lowest point in my life.
Right.
Dude, I could cure cancer tomorrow. I could cure world hunger. I could end world wars. Those people will still talk shit about me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not going to matter. Like there's people that talk shit about the gym. I do all of these fundraisers. I do give away all of this free shit. Dude, it doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
The people that want to talk shit about the gym are going to talk shit about the gym.
I guess that's the haters like we talked about.
Yeah, but I know at the end of the day, I know the realm in which, like, and I have no problem admitting all the fucked up shit that I did. Well, yeah. But I know that I'm not there anymore. So, like.
When you're human too, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me if people want to talk shit that don't know me or based on shit I did. It's like, I'll talk shit about what I did with you.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. You talk shit about yourself. Like, you call yourself out. Like, you own up to your shit. And that's what I like about you. I always did. It's like, well, he's not, like, making it seem like he doesn't do anything fucked up. Like,
dude,
you're raw and real. Like,
dude,
like the honey we were talking about earlier.
I did my ex-wife about as wrong as you could fucking do somebody.
Yeah, dude. But like you said, you were in a different mental space.
Yeah, dude, I was fucked up. I was and not that makes it okay. Not that that's an excuse.
Right.
But I mean, it is what it is. Like, it was wrong regardless what place I was in.
But as long as you learn from it, that's the lesson.
Fuck yeah, absolutely.
And it made you better for the next, person. And
that's the thing. And as you become better in your life, business, with anything, like you manifest and you attract better things. Like if you're constantly trying to be better in your work life, you're going to attract better things in that work life. If you're trying to be better business-wise, you're going to attract and manifest better shit business-wise.
But having the mindset for it too.
Yeah. And the same thing with relationships-wise. Like the relationship I have now, I mean, it's
like night and day, huh?
Yeah, dude. It's everything that I've wanted. It's everything. Like I really feel like I manifested this because I tried every day and still do to be the best person that I possibly can.
Yeah.
So if you're doing that, you are going to attract, like if you're constantly putting that positive shit out into the universe, the universe is going to send it back.
And you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Not saying like you were doing the wrong thing before, but I meant like every time you like go through some fucked up shit and like whether it's relationships, business, it's like, okay, now I feel like I'm doing the right thing better this time.
Yeah.
Because, none of us are perfect. I mean, we all fuck up. I mean, like we're human, but it's like now at least I can like sleep with myself at night knowing that I'm doing the right thing more now than I did back then.
Well, but that's the and I think people lose sight of that too. Like that's the purpose of fucking up. Like you have to want to fuck up because that's how you learn.
Yeah.
Like, you can't learn the best way to do something unless you fuck up. Like, Thomas Edison wouldn't have learned how to do the light bulb unless he fucked up 10,000 times. Like, he had to.
Yeah.
He had to do that to be able to create the light bulb.
Yeah.
Like, in order to have a successful business, you have to continually fuck up.
And the most successful business owners have fucked up a lot.
Yes,
like,
and still do.
Yeah, dude. There's like tons of, you know, people that I follow that are like, oh yeah, dude, my first like 3 podcasts failed. And I'm like, what? I'm like, the first 3? Yeah. Like, I thought that was the only one they had. And then like they're talking about all the different like, you know, things that they learned and how to make it better. And I was doing this wrong. And and it's like, and it's not like a month. It's like years.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
some
dude.
people it takes years.
Yeah. There's still shit that I'm doing with the gym now, operating and whatever, that I'm like, well, fuck, that was dumb, that was wrong. Like, I can do it better, and I can do it like this. Like, that's you know. But I embrace that. Yeah, I'm like, man, like,
you take constructive criticism.
I'm like, man, like I want to keep fucking up because the gym's gonna get better. Because I'm not gonna same thing with relationships or anything. Like, it's okay to fuck up. It's not okay to repeat the fuck up. So like. That there's like productive fucking up,
yes,
and there's non-productive fucking up.
You know? Well, if you keep doing it over and over, then you just
you're an idiot,
asshole.
right? You're gonna fail. That's exactly. But like, if you continually make new mistakes, you find new solutions.
Yes,
that's how you get better.
But if you keep doing the old mistakes over and over,
you're an idiot.
And you're just not learning. Yeah,
right.
Now you're just
an idiot.
stubborn.
Right,
asshole.
you're a piece of shit.
So before we wrap this up, dude, what I know we talked about earlier, like you've already like, do you have any like new plans in the works? Like, I know like we were talking about like space and how you feel like you've already outgrown it. Like, what's like the future of Valhalla as of right now?
So since I'm in my own building now, like there's infinite building improvements that that I can make and that I plan on making. But it's a progression. Right now, the thing that aggravates me the most is because we have all this empty space. Now, granted, I have a shit ton more equipment than I want to get. Yeah. So I think
how many pieces you got now?
I got 105.
Where we started at?
Oh God, not many. Not many. Not many at all. So I still got I'm getting another machine in September, then another one in December. So we'll finish. I just got another one in. We're gonna probably post a video for that one next week. So I'll have 2 more before the end of the year. Yeah, dude, I just want to fill that fucker up with equipment, dude. Once I get that thing full, I still got some more visual stuff. I still got some decals and vinyl and stuff I got to get up. Want to try and increase the fundraisers. Probably the biggest thing is like building improvements, but yeah, right now I'm just focused on to offer the most value as possible. So like they got some new cardio. I want to switch out. Cardio stuff's getting kind of old, so I want to start. I got a couple pieces need to be fixed, which I'm gonna take care of next month. But I want to get some new cardio stuff in. Yeah. But to be able to offer, in my mind, the most amount of value possible. The equipment's the biggest thing I'm focused on. And they got so much more shit I want to get, dude. Like, just so and I haven't gone through and looked through the list of equipment I have in a while because I've been saving up for like this one piece that we just got. But the other night I was going through looking at it and I got like so excited. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, I forgot like all the badass equipment that I still have to get, man. I was like, son of a bitch.
Well, not to mention all the badass equipment you own. Like, I mean, like I said, every time you would put like something new in there, and I remember it was happening like so goddamn fast.
Oh,
like,
dude,
damn, he's getting shit like
That's the worst. That's one of the things that pisses me off about the economic climate right now is because before all this shit went down, I was getting equipment like every other month,
right? Yeah.
And then the gym, the old location filled up, and now we move here. And now with inflation and shit, I mean, it's now
the same a piece that you would have got for a better price is like fucking astronomical.
Yeah, dude. So now it's taking me like 3 to 4 months to get equipment. So instead of getting like 6 to 7 pieces a year, now I'm getting like 3, maybe 4. Yeah. And I'm just like,
and it's fucking still overpriced.
Yo, dude, the prices are retarded, dude. It's fucking stupid. Like, I mean, I could get a used machine for $1,200 to $1,500 with like maybe $375, $400 for shipping on like the more expensive end. Dude, used equipment now you're paying like $2,200, $2,700.
God damn.
And, you know, shipping's $500, $600. Like it's retarded.
I just paid $30 for shipping the other day for like a little box or something. It wasn't even like heavy, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It wasn't even coming from that far.
Well, really now to try and save money on shipping, like I don't even have them delivered. I'm like, look, just send it to like the freight warehouse.
Oh no shit.
I'm like, call me when it's in, I'll come get it.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I do that
Fucking
now.
right. Just
like
pick it up in the trunk.
Yeah, like fuck it. I just give people to help me unload it.
For people watching at home and like people that haven't been there yet, what's your actual location of the gym?
So we're at 5441 Pepsi Street. If you know where like Sky Zone or whatever it is now, it's changed like names 5 times, but we're like right down the street from them.
And if people want to get in touch with you, like what's your best handle that you'd want?
I mean, so if you, I mean, you can go on the website or Instagram, Facebook. My cell phone number is a gym number. So if you call it gym number, now I mean, if you call it at like some dumb hour, I'm not going to answer. Like I like, dude, my phone still rings at 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, dude, Valhalla's not in operation.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, have you balanced that part out? Because that's the hardest part, dude. I'm actually going into like you know, there's online booking. Everybody's doing it now. They've been doing it, but like I'm gonna start implementing that. But
dude, you have to.
I control my schedule.
Yeah, dude, you have to, man. You have to.
People don't respect you, dude. I love everybody, but I'm like, fuck, man. I guess because I'm so used to like just saying yes. Yeah. Because I'm like a machine.
And I did it first. I mean, I was.
You have to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like I think getting to that point to where I don't have to do that because it drives you fucking crazy, man.
Right.
I mean, it's part of the things that have caused me stress in other areas of my life, and it's like, no, dude. You need to start handling this shit now because you're doing good, but like, look at how that makes you act when you could easily implement this, and you might lose some people, but you're gonna gain some better people that respect.
Yeah,
dude.
I look at it like this: if somebody calling me at 10 o'clock at night for a membership and me not answering the phone, if that's gonna keep them from joining, dude, you weren't gonna fit in there anyway, like.
Motherfucker, you calling at 10 o'clock at night, you should be sleeping.
Yeah,
and
right.
I've been sleeping a lot, dude.
That's
I've
good.
been getting 7 to 8 hours now instead of 4 and 5.
Nice.
And, dude, that's been a fucking
No, it's huge,
change.
dude.
Yeah, because I always went 4 and 5 hours because I feel like I could, but it's been like so horrible for me. I didn't realize how fucking bad I was like doing my body.
Yep. Runs you down, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Balance, man. Balance.
Well, congratulations on your success.
Dude,
again,
congratulations
man.
to you, man.
Thank you.
I told you, dude, 11 months, dude. We both leveled up big time.
It's been a fucking wild ride, dude. And we got some more shit coming in the works. I'm gonna bring Chris and Brandon over there one day so we can get a real sweat on. And
come on. You can see the other crazy assholes that train over there in hoodies.
Oh, dude. Oh yeah. Well, so I saw somebody the other day make a post, and I was like, all right, bro. Like they're just. But you know what? Whatever it takes to get the job done. You know, because sometimes you got to get a little crazy, right?
Look, man, I have a newfound respect for those guys. Like. You know, I obviously operate in extremes, but like those dudes that come in there and train in hoodies, like they just build different, dude. They build different.
The hoodie guys are crazy, bro.
They build different, dude.
And
look, man, more power to them, dude.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, I already do the sauna. I fucking wear like a long shirt when I'm doing cardio. Like I'm like, yeah, I mean, but I guess training, dude.
I mean, it may be because I'm in it all day. So like literally from the time I get to the gym. Now, granted, I don't really, when I'm training people, I don't really sweat. I only really sweat because I'm so used to it when I'm working out or when I'm like working there, like doing stuff.
Yeah, doing something.
But dude, I'm there sweating all day long. So like, and that's in like a sleeveless shirt. So I don't need to sweat anymore than like I already do, dude. Yeah. Like when I go home at the end of the day, I eat, I take a shower, and like I'm not going back outside. Yeah. It's AC from then on.
You earned it at that point.
Yeah, dude. It's like I spent all day sweating, man.
You fucking earned it at that point, dude. Well, I'm excited to see the place, man. Good luck in your prep for your competition.
Thanks, dude.
When's your show?
September 23rd.
September 23rd. Perfect,
10 more weeks.
Perfect. Yes. And where's that going to be at?
It's going to be in Gulf Shores.
What's that one called?
The Beach Bash.
Oh, cool.
BC
dude.
Beach Bash.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
September 23rd. I'm gonna try to dude, I feel like I'm so why is it out there versus like over here? Is that just like a show that they're having?
Yeah, it's just one. I kind of like to compete kind of like incognito. I like to go where like no one knows me. It's like less stressful for me. I can just like, you know, I don't have to worry about talking to people or entertaining other people, whatever. So, cool. And like I get to compete against different people.
Yeah, for sure.
And this one's cool. I haven't been to Gulf Shores in like a long time. I like Gulf Shores. They got a couple places I want to eat out there. My girlfriend's gonna come with me. Like we're gonna make it like a little mini vacay. Awesome. I think her daughter's gonna be with us too. So like we're gonna go out to the beach and hang out.
Place.
Yeah,
it's like it's not like it's not crazy wild. You know?
No. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. It's gonna be like a little vacation too.
Awesome. So, dude. Well, good luck in your prep.
Thanks, man.
Good luck in your business. I'm grateful for you coming on, man. Again,
dude, anytime, man. I love coming and talking with you,
dude. We'll have you back again, dude. Hopefully, yeah, dude. It's a lot of cool shit happening. If you guys like this episode, hit that link and subscribe button at the bottom. If y'all are ever in the area to check out Shawn's gym, and
anybody listening, people from out of town train for free. So if you're ever in town or whatever, y'all can just come on in. Come train on me.
Yep. And that's very rare nowadays, people, because most of those other places are 20-25 for,
Yeah, I know.
So,
we don't do that.
If that isn't respect, I don't know what it is. But thanks for coming on, dude.
Amen.
And, see y'all next time. Y'all have a good night, man.